Journalism and Mass Communication students of the University of Buea joined fellow media men and women to celebrate the 31st edition of the World Press Freedom Day with a special message on environmental conservation delivered by the HOD, Dr. Lizzie Nenge. Disgruntled villagers of Bova-2 village in Fakot division of the Southwest region expressed total dissatisfaction with the choice of the newly crowned traditional ruler of the village as they call on the intervention of the Yaoundé Central Administration. Those were major stories of High Prime of Monday, the 6th day of May 2024. You are welcome to High Prime for presentation. I am attending Larry Kelvin. We start off with one of our lead stories, as we did mention. Mixed reactions have erupted from the Bova-2 village of Fakot division following the coronation ceremony of the new chief of that village. According to the disgruntled villagers, they said the new chief is not from the village and as such doesn't hold the prerogative to the crown as traditional ruler. They were speaking to one of our reporters who compiled the following reports. Villagers of Bova-2 village in Fakot division of the Southwest region are in disarray following the chieftaincy palaver emanating from the village.
The man whom they are ordaining today or coronating today is not from our family, not either from the paternal side nor the maternal side. Just because he has come from America, he has brought money to corrupt most of the villagers, those villagers who cannot afford a thing to eat. Went amend the GO, corrupted the GO came to Bova 2 good times and said all the allegations which were given to this man, the David, he will verify and come and give us a report. He did not come. Unfortunately, he gave now a private prefectorial order, of which we did not know. We came to understand it later, about 2 weeks ago. Meanwhile, our protest is still in the presidency.
This chieftaincy issue is one that has dragged local authorities in Fakot division as the problem has led to a clash leading to life-threatening injuries among some villagers.
After the shooting of this young man, we had close to 10 bullets. Close to 10 bullets. People were surprised. The question was, the paramount chief could have suspended this occasion, but he continued with the occasion just because they know their pockets are full. I don't know if the Cameroon government today has a law to marry a woman who has children, and if that children come, they will inherit the property of the family. I don't think so.
Ever since the demise of the late Chief Emmanuel Esonye Jockey, villagers in Bova-2 village are disgruntled following the choice of the new chief, something one of the daughters of the late chief reiterates.
First daughter of the late Chief Emmanuel Esonye Jockey of Bova-2. What happened here today, it really wonder me, it baffles me because I'm not sure say this thing where it happened for year make the government it really throw more light into it. May it see how if he handle this matter, because we know say the matter it be beyond we. So may the government make it really see how it go intervene for this matter.
With a clash between the villagers and the forces of law and order that has led to some being admitted at the Buea Regional Hospital as some of them were shot.
We're there for outside. But once in military, they don't come. They don't put their canopies. We come, we protest without any arms. Without any arms, we were just talking with my elder sister and her son. We did talk for day, Small time, military they come out for our backside. They handle one of my junior brothers. But they call it Name Robert. Then I did run go back for outside for go call brother Jackson. If for tell you say nothing that way they don't do. They carry it pass through the corner for our house. They beat it for there. They handle it mercilessly. Then the other ones, the way they be there for inside field where they protest, they the one come for can intervene. Now they military, they crack their guns them. They start shoot immediately. They shoot at a certain point where they shoot my junior brother for a foot. But yet, all them they still stay put and they wait ahead with their coronation. So now when we talk for here, we don't reach general hospital. We there for here, they don't carry go for emergency ward. They don't finish with it for there. They carry go, someone go do X-ray. We there for now X-ray, now we military they enter say. The one can take guard, and beside the one hand copy na criminal.
With the recent prefectural order that was signed giving praise to the search chief, and given the fact that Fako Division has been noted by the Ministry of Territorial Administration when it comes to chieftaincy and land palaver, many are therefore looking up to Yaoundé Central Administration to salvage the worrisome situation. We cross over to the University of Buea campus, where students of the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication of the University of Buea last Friday, the 3rd of May, joined the world over to celebrate World Press Freedom Day. The celebrations that unfolded at the Open Common Arena of UB was presided over by the head of Department of the Journalism and Mass Communication Department, Dr. Nange Lizi, who highlighted on the plight of the environment and ways to conserve it, something that falls in line with this year's theme. To crown the day, a friendly football encounter was played between the GMC department and that of Sociology and Anthropology, all of the Faculty of Social Management Sciences of the University of Buea. Now let's take a listen to the HOD of the GMC department, Dr. Nenge Lizi, and some other persons of an excerpt of an interview selected for us by Salimu Precious Inda.
Journalism in the face of environmental crisis. Today we celebrate World Press Freedom Day, and the department, as the Association of Student Journalists in the University of Buea, actually organized an event to sensitize the students on the need to celebrate this day, which is a World Press Freedom Day, and for them to understand that journalists face challenges in terms of access of reporting, attacks, when they are when carrying out journalism practices, and this should not discourage them or frustrate their efforts in the practice of the profession. So we called in a guest speakers who talked to them about environmental reporting, which is the focus of this particular World Press Freedom Day celebration. And if you notice, it's very it was an educative talk, and all of us learned from this from the guest speakers. And there is need for us to understand that we need to fight against disinformation and misinformation, especially when it comes to environmental reporting, because it has effects and consequences on the society. So I would say that this particular theme is very relevant in due time due to climate change and other environmental issues that are at stake. So there's actually need for our students to be sensitized to this, and we have celebrated the day as ought to have done as trainers.
Quite a great deal there from the University of Buea, precisely from the GMC department. Still in the light of the World Press Freedom Day that was observed last Friday, we crossed over to the towns of Limbe and Tiko, where journalists in Tiko and Limbe has joined their fellow journalists all around the world under the umbrella of the Cameroon Association of English-Speaking Journalists to celebrate this year's World Press Freedom Day. Celebrations that took place in Limbe was equally saw the commissioning of the Pioneer Secretariat of Kamasej Limbe Tiko at the Character neighborhood in the Limbe 2 subdivision. And a ceremony that was heavily attended by municipal and administrative authorities of Fako Division, as the Senior Divisional Officer for Fako, Bian Mekala, championed that cause. We have details in this upcoming story. The 31st edition of the World Press Freedom Day in the Limbe and Tiko towns in the southwest region are being championed by journalists belonging to the Cameroon Association of English-Speaking Journalists, Kamasej. The celebrations in the Limbe and Tiko chapter of Kamasej was on the theme "A Praise for the Planet: Journalism in the Face of Environmental Crisis."
As I take the podium here to present this address, mark the commencement of celebration of this year's edition of the World Press Freedom Day. Before I proceed, divisional officer. I would want to especially thank him because since his coming, he has shown a great interest to work with the press here in Limbe. So,
Addressing the divisional authorities in Fako, Kamasesh Tiko Limbe President Kuma Honore solicits for information answers to be given to all journalists in order for them to have a smooth working condition, something the senior divisional officer for Fako ahead as he calls for responsible journalism from all.
When you can sabotage to somebody else, that one is not respecting the ethics. It is not respecting the job of the journalist. When you are objective, you must be very neutral, objective, because it is like, according to some of the journalists, Cameroon belongs to the civil servant and they are in another level. But this state belongs to all of us. So a journalist has to work to build Cameroon than to destroy. You can take the example of this crisis that we are facing, the security crisis. This is how we are calling it. It is not a socio-political crisis, it's a security crisis that we are facing. At the beginning, it was like the issue of the administration. And we see the comment and we see the manner that the journalists have treated the information concerning that crisis. It was like they cannot be affected with that crisis. That is, at the end of the day, it is after many years that I understood that they must treat information with objectivity. So it is the only appeal that I'm calling for you, that even if I call you to cover some activities, treat information with objectivity.
Prior to the press soiree, Kamasesh members, municipal and administrative authorities inaugurated their association pioneer office in the Limbe 2 subdivision, as this office space will act as a liaison between Kamasesh members and different stakeholders. You are watching High Prime and we are coming to you live from a news studio here in High Television. Moving on to World Press Freedom Day celebrations in the town of Bamenda, the Northwest as a whole. The Northwest chapter of the Cameroon Association of English-Speaking Journalists, Kamasesh, during the commemoration of the World Press Freedom Day last Friday, the 3rd of May 2024, came out en masse to march words with action as they engage in a tree planting exercise along the streets of Bamenda, something that falls in line with this year's theme on environmental conservation for journalism in the country and the world at large. According to the Northwest chapter of Kamasesh President Mumar Jude, who argues it is the way to match words with action. We have titles with Precious Silno Inda.
Kamasesh Bamenda chapter members are simply merging words with actions as they are all out for a tree planting event in line with this year's theme of the 31st edition of World Press Freedom Day.
It's first of its kind that on a day like this, we are proactive enough to be able to actually work hand in hand with the theme of this year's celebration. It targeted the environment and climate change. If you see where we are able to plant 20 trees at the explanade of the SG of the Northwest region, the SG of Mezam Division. I think this speaks a lot. We are members of the society, and what affects the environment affects us, even as journalists and our family members. So it was important for us to actually mark action with the words of the theme.
With the environment being the target, as the team stipulates a press for the planet, journalism in the face of environmental crisis, Northwest Regional Delegate for Communication emphasized on men and women of the Fourth Estate to dwell more on professionalism.
The message I have to give them is professionalism, professionalism, and professionalism. Professionalism will entail investigative journalism. We investigate your facts, cross-check, verify, re-verify for publication. No sensationalism. And to avoid attacks from either the state or either the state or the separatists, you have to be factual, objective, fair, and balanced in your reporting.
Prior to the tree planting exercise, Kamaset Northwest had embarked a total cleanup campaign all across major streets in ensuring the environment is kept adequately clean.
And still in the Northwest region, precisely at the Bamenda 1 Council area, where councillors of the Bamenda 1 Council has expressed their satisfaction with the manner in which the mayor of Bamenda 1 Council area, Felix Binga, is piloting the affairs of that municipal structure. They were speaking over there during the first ordinary council session of the Bamenda 1 Council area for the adoption and examination of the 2023 administrative stores and management accounts that were being enacted over there at the Bamenda 1 Council Deliberative Chamber, as they recently purchased 2 heavy construction duty equipment in order for the creation and maintenance of road network all across the Bamenda 1 municipality. Details with our reporter. The first council ordinary session for the Bamenda 1 Council is in session with all the councillors answering present, as the session is being presided over by Mayor Mbinga Felix, who gives more thumbs up to the councillors and other stakeholders in the municipality.
The councillors for a wonderful work well done for 2023, and my other close collaborators, council workers, not forgetting the quarter heads that were the grassroots leader, and they were there to realize all these projects.
With a remarkable increase of the sum of 24 million CFA francs that has led to the realization of several road projects and the recent purchase of 2 road construction machineries, the mayor remains quite objective.
We took as priority project in Bamenda 1 road, and they say where road passes you have development. That's why you see Bamenda 1 is fast developing today, because we had these projects abroad. Now we all decided to make an equipment pool, because we can't realize all these roads without an equipment pool. Thanks to the Minister for Decentralization whom have been giving us credit for us to maybe develop the community, and the councillors voted that we should make an equipment pool. We've been able to purchase the wheel loader. Today we have the grader.
With one of the bone of contention in Cameroon being the acquisition and procurement of civil status document, the mayor on his part re-emphasized that the process in the Bamenda 1 municipality is free and void of any money. With the coming into place of one of the developmental external partners like the World Bank, the mayor on his part welcomed such initiative and other endeavors in order to push forward the agenda of development across the Bamenda 1 municipality.
Bamenda 1 is a free zone. Bamenda 1 is a peaceful council, and we are very ready to receive all projects from all angles. If you see all the projects we have here, they are all projects donated by parasiters or by the government.
During the session, project realization rate for 2023 at the Bamenda 1 Council area stands at 90% realization. In line with this, Bamenda 1 Council stays optimistic and making sure that the municipality is quite habitable to all. We move on to our educational page. This time around, we take you to the town of Tiko in the Southwest region, where a partnership agreement between the two schools, Leadership Institute and the Dunamis Comprehensive High School in Tiko has been signed. The said memorandum of understanding complements quality education in the learning and teaching process of students and teachers, quality acquisition when it comes to the bestowing of quality knowledge to students. This capture by our newsroom reporter Alice Lekelengu.
Coming up strongly to stop the syndrome of accusation, blaming and complaining that has eaten deep in the minds of Cameroonian youth, Tututu's Leadership Institute based in America is in Dunamis Comprehensive College, Dunakol Tiko, to sign a memorandum of understanding for leadership and entrepreneurship.
Activities of Tututu's in Cameroon, we are really looking at signing some amazing partnerships with some school institutions, and these partnerships will be a very heavy package that will involve sessions on leadership and sessions on entrepreneurship, In addition to that, we shall have come together community sporting events, which we hope in the spirit of unity and communism.
The ceremony that was graced with a series of activities saw the presence of the 4th Deputy Mayor of Tiko Subdivision.
To either repeat or elaborate a lot, but I just wish to crave our indulgence of the fact that today we are doing some intellectual celebration.
Totustus Leadership Institute intends to bring up good leaders for the future.
We will be organizing some amazing leadership sessions in every school that we're able to sign up with. Now, these sessions will be hands-on training that will help the students, the pupils of these various institutions to really have an understanding of what leadership is all about, of what entrepreneurship is all about, and how best they can, have this spirit, these cultures of leadership and entrepreneurship, and really involve them in their day-to-day lives, day-to-day activities.
On their part, Dunamis Comprehensive College plan to work hand in hand with their partners.
I want to say I'm very grateful for them partnering with us, because it's going to go a long way to transform the dreams and the visions of the children into practicality, and it's going to help them in the future.
It's a thing of joy for the students.
Thank you to Tututus for joining partnership with UNACOP, because first of all we are running entrepreneurial institution, and Tututus joining partnership with us, it brings good results, because our students have been learning how to make things like bangles, beads, and other kinds of stuff.
It is a plus for any school to enter into such partnership with Tututus Leadership Institute, for after going through their training, the students will be full of confidence, have vision for the future, and be goal-getters.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Fascinating reporting there done for us by Alice Lekelengo Ekome with that story from the town of Tiko. This is what we'll put a stop on this newscast for today, High Prime of Monday, the 6th day of May 2024. Thanks for watching, and catch us tomorrow exactly 8 p.m. Cameroon time, GMT+1. Good night.